To my family, friends, supporters, and colleagues, I want to speak to you directly and from the heart. This is a shakedown. I'm going to be open, transparent, and defend myself because this isn't right. This is all being orchestrated by Tony Busby, who has targeted Jay-Z. Tony Busby targets black men, and I believe he's going to release a 30-second clip of a sex tape that tries to make me look guilty and play into every stereotype you could possibly imagine. That video should actually be 10 minutes or so. Hey Tony, instead of releasing your edit, put the whole video out. I don't have it, or I would myself. You know what happened, and you're trying to manipulate the media. The encounter in question took place during the day at her invitation, and now that appears to be a deliberate setup, coordinated by Gabby, also known as Carly on OnlyFans. Gabby and Tony Busby want $50 million. What they're getting is sued for defamation and trying to take me down. My career is all about real talk and honesty. I know my family and fans know exactly what this is about. And I'm going to be out there telling you whatever I need to say, just like I always do. I love all you guys. Thanks.
Welcome back to the Run Talks channel. This is a fan question topic, and this is about the Shannon Sharpe situation. Now, as it relates to this, the snippet played earlier in the video as it relates to what I'm going to talk about, and the link is in the description box to the video that gives more details of what had happened with him, with that OnlyFans girl. Somebody asked me my views on this, and it's been a long time video to make, so I'm glad I got the chance to actually get the chance to talk about it. My views on this is we've seen it many times, and these are things that I'm going to talk about on the racial series, is that a lot of black men fall in the snow bunny white girl trap. And it goes back to a video that I'm going to make for racial series of when white women are attracted to black men or go with black men. And this is the category where that said black man is successful, has money, and is in that athlete, basically in that athlete category. Plenty black men in the past this has happened to, whether they were popular or not. So this is something that I think Shannon should have known better. I think he should have dealt with the girl on a more casual level. I'm not going to tell anybody to like a specific person regardless of race, but you know the history of how those women do black men from slavery times till now, lying on them, all type of things. So I think he should have been more cautious with that situation. And I think if he was cautious during that situation and moved better, more casually, instead of actually being in depth with her. It's one thing if he was just a regular person, but you have money, your standards and everything, you need to be very cautious of the type of woman you deal with. So I think he should have been more cautious and dealt with her more casually. So something like that, regardless of her allegedly trying to frame him, it wouldn't be in the works. I think that's what he should have did. You know, that's what he should have did. And if he had done that, then I don't think he would be in this situation. You know, I'm not telling him that a black woman couldn't do the same thing, but knowing how white women are from the history of dealing with black men, athletes, framing, lying on rape, all these type of things, especially to black men specifically, he should have dealt with her more casually. You know, if you're gonna be with a white girl as a black man, to me, you need to do, if you're going to be in a relationship with a white woman as a black man, you need to do your in-depth research. And a lot of these things that I'm not going to expound on, these are things that I'm going to talk about in the racial series. If you guys don't know the racial series, it's a new series I have on the channel. You can go on the channel itself, check the playlist, and it should be there. Racial series, you know, a female nature series, different series, but racial series, I talk about this. So knowing the history of how white women have dealt with black men, lying on them from slavery times, I just think he should have treated the situation more on a casual level. I heard they did a settlement and he gave her money. She should have never gotten a dime. She should have never gotten a dime, in my opinion. So I don't know if there's some truth to it, or he just felt that it wasn't worth it, so he sees it was a losing battle, whether he was right or wrong. So he just ended up giving his money. But yeah, that's that. When you're a man with money in this world and you're famous as well on top of it, you need to be very careful how you deal with women. Very careful. I think it's easier being a hoe when you don't have anything to lose than having a lot to lose. It's easier. It's easier. We've seen it with many celebrities. Why do you think some celebrities deal with the same type of woman or the same woman in the industry? Those women know how to handle men that have money. If they pick up a regular girl, she can be just the same OnlyFans girl that did that to Shannon Sharpe, and now she wants a lawsuit because she see a paycheck. She doesn't see leisure or sex. That's how it is. You'll be surprised the women, if they had the opportunity to con a man with money like Shannon Sharpe, regardless of race, what they would do. That's why you can't blame men that when they reach that status, they have a wife and children and such. It's just easier. Yeah, you have a lot more to lose if you're divorced, unless you sign a prenup, but still, it's just better that way. You know, if you're gonna be a hoe, or if you're gonna do certain things when you have money and status and fame as a man, you have to be very careful. I'm not saying you can't do whole shit and have fun with a lot of girls, but you just have to be very careful how you go about it. A lot of women just see you as a paycheck, and they will lie and bring down your name just to get a bag, and they will sleep happily ever after, knowing how they did you dirty without no shame to their name. You know? So that is that. That's just my question as it relates to that. So this is the fan question series. I have more fan questions to drop, so look out for that. This is a video that I should have made a long time ago, but it's a lot happening. I'm busy. It's not an excuse, but I just have a lot going on. But I'm trying to push regardless, you know. So that is that. Feel free to comment or text me privately on the Ron Talks Instagram page as it relates to any fan questions, any question you would like me to talk about or expound on for the fan question series. You know, this is the Ron Talks. I appreciate all my support, all the likes, all the subscribing, all the sharing. Yeah, bless.